Welcome to the Pocket Dimension, and this is our Daggerheart actual play. I'm Evan.
I'm Fitz.
I'm Matt.
And I'm AK.
And I'm Austin. And I'm helping to lead our wonderful TPD folks through my campaign frame, Queen's Light, where we take a bunch of adventurous fae into the land of Silkhaven. So last time we got introduced to our characters of Selwyn, Guy, Marrow, and Rex, and they shared a few stories about themselves around the campfire as night fell within the Gossamer Wilds. Now we come back as the sun is rising and the Gossamer Wilds stretch like a dream woven in flora and sunlight. Their towering trees rise high with slender, twisting trunks that are adorned in the veil of the shimmering morning light. The canopy filters the daylight into cascading beams that dance upon the path in front of you. This path winds through the undergrowth, barely more than a whisper against the lush moss and luminescent fungi that cling to the roots of the towering trees. It's not a trail well marked, yet it beckons you forward with an undeniable pull, this invitation home.
Rex is hungover.
Again.
Yeah,
Rex.
I wasn't kidding about being nervous. I just couldn't sleep, so I hadn't got up and had a couple more. So it's especially bright and gossamery for Rex.
You want to ride? And I'll just pick up Rex.
Oh, that's adorable.
Put him on my
You
shoulder.
are magnificent, Marrow.
Oh, come on. It's nothing. When was the last time you guys have been back? P.S.
Oh, it's been years.
Yeah.
Oh,
A long time.
yeah.
Long
that
time
long.
for everybody.
No, I mean, it's only been a couple of months, and let's just say it's been spicy.
Oh,
Spicy.
only a couple of months for you, Guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, you
Wow.
guys enjoy being on the road, I think, and having a rock for your pillow, but I gotta say, I'm ready for my feather bed back at the library. Road isn't quite for me.
Feather bed.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
Are there pillows other than rocks?
Yes, like pillows.
Pillows.
Like soft
What are they made out of?
and fluffy feathers.
I'm guessing feathers.
They're soft and fluffy,
Goose?
What?
obviously.
So confused right now.
Okay, I can't wait to take you to the library and just blow your mind, Marrow.
Okay. Consent, though. Don't forget.
Obviously.
For the
Okay.
goose?
It's like I always
Anyway.
say, be like the wind and blow
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. With consent.
Consensual.
with consent.
Okay. So, Guy, you're just basically just turning right back around, but the rest of us, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
What do you, Selwyn, what are you excited to do first?
I
Looking forward to anything?
think Guy is going to love this. Research. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd like to research things.
on the spirit thing?
Yeah, that could be fun. If that's your sort of thing. I'm very interested in these markings that both Rex and I share as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Crescent
number of
situation.
things. Yeah, actually, that I'd like to, and then again, there's like the whole missing parents bit that I'm like a little bit about.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, you just blew right past that. I feel bad. I should have asked you.
No, it's okay.
Feel really insensitive. Sorry.
I mean, like in with the land of my people, like we don't always have to stay together and travel together. It's just how
Land
like
of my people.
right. It's
Sorry.
It's just how like there was no note. There was no preparing us. They just were like here today, gone tomorrow, kind of a vibe. So that's what makes me think something.
They left you?
Like maybe a little bit. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
What?
Say more about that guy. Do you feel like oppressed by your parents or?
We don't have to.
Yeah, we're not ready to unpack the whole parent thing.
We don't
yet.
need to do that. Yeah. Let me just say that my parents are not as cool as this guy right here. Kind of hoping we don't run into them when we get back.
if you
I
could
had
like
a nickel for every time I heard you say this guy right here.
This guy right here.
You'd be a rich beetle.
Yeah.
Do you look a lot like your parents? So
No.
like if okay. Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, okay. Well, when you feel like unpacking, if you want to like let us know what to look out for, like we can be your shields.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, there's not much to unpack there. Like, my parents and my sister are kind of in a cult, and like, I'm not super into it. But yeah, so like, as
many
long
cults.
like it's
So
fine.
culty.
You know what? In fact, it's better maybe that we do talk about it. So
Okay.
if we do run into my parents, okay, they're gonna hand you a
Run.
pamphlet. Say thank you. You could throw it away later.
Okay. Okay.
But like, if you resist, then they're just gonna like continue to hound you, and don't ask too many questions because then they'll think you're interested, and then they'll just keep talking about it. Okay?
Mm-hmm. The love bombing.
Yeah. So just like
Oh.
be gracious, but don't be too interested because then they might try to like pull you into the fold.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay?
Do they
Yeah.
have a compound or
Yeah.
they do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the compound is sort of new. Like, we used to live in a regular moth neighborhood, but like, we were kind of like the weirdos, us and the other people. So like, I think they like raised a bunch of money through like, like weekly giving, and then they finally like created their own compound. So they have their own space now, but like, yeah.
So it's kind of
It's
like
an
when you're like
MLM.
moving through like the Weavery and other like crowded places, and like those people are trying to get you to like come to the shows, and they're like, it's showtime.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to be like polite but firm is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. I can do that.
Perfect. That's a perfect example.
do that.
Polite but firm.
Polite but firm. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Mental note on that too. I'm
This
making
is
so many
starting to
mental
make a
notes.
lot more sense.
Yeah, I should write this.
What do you mean? I'm like,
I'll
I'm
write it down
nothing
for
like
you.
my family.
I'm taking
way
notes.
Thank you.
different.
It's very helpful, Rex.
Did this cult involve like sacrificial rituals, things like that?
Oh.
No, actually, no. Honestly, it's just
Wow,
like
see,
a
I thought I
lot
had
of
it. I thought I had it. I thought I
Oh.
had you pegged.
no,
Okay,
no. It's just
grew
like
up
a
in
lot
a-
of reading and sandwiches and going to people's house and bringing them soup when they're sick. It's really boring.
Oh, that sounds nice.
I hope that we didn't trigger any terrible trauma response when we were, the cult in which we created for ourselves.
No, those guys were cool. Like, I don't have a problem with cults. Cults are fine. It's just like the vibe.
Just specifically the luminance.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Well, and we weren't, in fairness, we weren't trying to start a cult. We were just trying to liberate some very bored people.
Yeah, they were cool.
They kind of formed their own cult, and that's
Yeah.
on them, not on us.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We just encourage them to, let their feet carry them far, far away from Mayor Stillboard.
The truth.
Yeah.
How far have we made it as we've been trekking towards town?
Ding
As you guys
dong.
are
Knock,
all
knock,
walking
knock.
along, eventually you guys come upon this small little pond that kind of lies hidden behind some large trees. There's some small butterflies that flit through the air, and their golden wings kind of catch the light.
Cousins.
The water shimmer like liquid opal, the surface rippling gently and reflecting that dappled light that filters through the high boughs. It's casting shifting patterns of this gold and violet across these mossy banks. And then at the water's edge, perched upon this like sturdy rock, there sits this portly beetle fae. His shell is this deep polished ruby with flecks of black, and he's humming along this tuneless melody as he lazily dangles a fishing line into the pond. He's got these stubby rounded antennae that twitch with contentment as they poke out from this abnormally large sun hat. And with each slow ripple of the water, the forest kind of seems to breathe around him, undisturbed by urgency. Here in this quiet, glowing sanctuary, time doesn't seem to rush. It just drifts along, much like the portly beetle's bobber upon the pond's enchanting surface.
Hail, friend. Is this your pond?
Lords have mercy, the big one. We got a tree shake over here.
That's me.
We mean no harm.
No,
So
no.
that's good to see. How do you do? It's be good to see Faye around in the part.
Same. It's been a while. My name is Marrow. You guys.
Kind of like Tree Shaker better for you. Hi, I'm Selwyn.
Sir, I'm Rex at your service.
Oh. Fancy one, I like it.
I'm Guy.
We know a guy.
You don't see
no,
many
guy.
Fae. You don't see many of our kind often.
Well, hey, good to meet you. My name is Jonas. You can call me Joe. Oh, yeah, it's been a little bit. We see some Fae come through every now and then. It's about every so often, but recently it's been a bit difficult, all with everything going on, all the hootenanny and everything. Yeah, it'd be how it be.
Oh, what? What hootenanny would that be?
You're coming from the outside.
Yeah,
Or just,
Yes.
out.
just
Yeah.
recycling. It's your first time? Okay.
Hold on. Please continue.
Well, when you come into the place, just know it's real scary. Lots of crazy stuff going on, lots of big monsters,
Wait,
but
what?
it's fine.
Monsters.
Where are the monsters?
Oh, yeah, big one. A lot bigger than him.
Bigger than him?
Oh, yeah, many times bigger. I've been smacked by a couple of them a few times,
You've
maybe
been
once, twice.
Smacked?
Yeah, they give you a little tap here, tap there, It's just how it goes.
Jonah versus the monsters.
Oh, that sounds like a great story. We should tell that. How long ago did you see the first monster?
Oh, I really lost track of time by this time. It might be a day or 3 days or
New
a week
monsters.
or a month,
What?
5 months, a year.
But
I don't know.
Guy, you didn't know about any monsters, right?
No.
So it's sometime between when you left and now?
Yes.
Did the monsters slap your sense of time out of you?
Oh, maybe, you lose a couple teeth, you lose a couple brain cells, and it's just fuzzy up there now. Where you from?
Originally?
Well, are you from this place or you from
Yeah.
outside? I seen a couple fate come by. They say they ain't never been home. I say, oh my goodness, good heavens.
I want to bottle you up. I'm originally from here, but I haven't been back here in a while. It's like a
Same.
homecoming.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to get back to these monsters.
Yeah.
Good topic, yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
kind of monsters? What do they look like?
Well, imagine if you got real big with some even scarier teeth than you got, and had like maybe some swords or some clubs, maybe just some big claws. There's lots of them down there. Things really all go farther doing here lately.
Okay.
You mean inside the city?
Well, yeah. What you think I'm talking about?
I just don't.
Are people being hurt? Is it sounds chaotic.
Oh, it's a bit, yeah. It's like quiet now, I suppose. It's a bit chaotic at first.
So, and you came out here just to get away from it all?
Oh, fishing's good for the souls.
That is so true.
That's true. Sidebar, Selwyn, you've never been underwater. This could be your chance.
You gotta be
Maybe-
careful
maybe
though.
we don't have time.
There's some fishing birds that might snap you right up.
I think I'll pass, but thank you.
You never met an alligator that couldn't hear you go toe to dojo.
Look, buddy. Thanks for the warning. Much appreciated.
Sure thing.
We're gonna go check out the chaos for ourselves.
That's what we do. We just run headfirst into chaos.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Well, you all be careful then. Have fun storming the castle.
Thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, anything else we need to know before we get in there?
Advice?
It's better to learn just by running in, Once you go through a couple times, I'll see you about here, then we can chat.
All right, just Leroy Jenkins. That's fine.
Yeah. Look, see? Leroy Jenkins had chickens. They had feathers. So imagine those feathers stuffed into a sack, and that's your
Where
pillow.
your head goes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Geese.
Yeah.
wow.
I didn't understand a word of that, did you?
Did I mix up my references? Didn't he have a bunch of chickens? Cut that out.
Yeah. Amazing. But no, we have to stay here with Joe for the rest of the
Yeah,
campaign.
this is now the campaign. It's just us talking to Joe.
Just us fishing on the bayou.
Yeah.
Boiled shrimp, grilled shrimp.
Rex
fried
is
shrimp.
kind of speechless. And I
First time
think
for
that
everything.
yeah, exactly. He has assumed that this was going to be just sort of a traipse back into the city, but he's now like looking very concernedly at Guy, in that Guy did not warn anyone of this dangerous monster chaos that we're about to confront.
I didn't know, buddy. I had no idea. Sorry.
Yeah. Why
Must have been
did you
after
think
I
that
left.
the guy knew?
Well, I just assumed that since Guy has been here more recently, so in the last 2 months.
Oh, it's been like a couple of months. Like, I don't know, like an indeterminate, whatever works exactly for the DM's timeline. Maybe like 8 or 9.
A couple is 2.
6?
You know.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, if you go
Time is
by
a weird
Joe's timeline, and it could
It
be
could be a day. It could be 5 months.
yeah. Who knows?
Selwyn, noting Rex's feelings, emotions about this, is going to pluck from the little belt thing, the little satchel she keeps on her belt. It's this beautiful carved firefly carved out of wood around amber at the and so that it looks like when the light hits it, it looks like a little firefly lighting up. And she's going to kind of blow on it so it flies up, because I'm assuming you're still sitting on Miro's shoulder. And so it kind of like flies up towards you. Here, this will help. This will protect you if you need it. I'm going to want it back, but I want you to hold on to it for today.
You're such a dear.
She has given you her rune ward. So it's a deeply personal trinket that I can use as protective magic. When the holder of the ward takes damage, you can spend a hope to reduce that damage by 1d8. I just want you feeling safe and confident today, Rex. You got this.
Safe and secure.
Of course I do.
Hey, little man, just know it ain't always peaches and cream. You know, you laugh, and then one day you just wake up and get smacked by a big old one.
He knows this man is wise.
Very wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go get smacked.
I'm ready.
Maybe, are we going to be the smackies or the smackers? Maybe we're going to be doing
Probably
smacking.
a little bit of both.
I could, like, if you guys want, I can just, like, scoot ahead real quick and just put my eyeballs, my big eyeballs on the situation.
Sure.
Yeah. Do it.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No one ever lets the rogue do that. But
I know.
in this party, we're gonna let you do that.
Thank you. I feel seen. I feel appreciated.
Yeah.
I don't know how close we are, but I
Yeah.
don't mind darting. Once we get closer, I don't mind darting a little bit ahead just to observe.
Yeah, I'll say it first. As you guys are a little bit a ways away, still within the Gossamer Wilds, you guys continue together, passing beyond the edge of where that forest ends. And the shift is pretty immediate. There's this severance, as though the life, the warmth, the forest just refuses to follow. And the silken glow of the trees fade behind. Their like soft luminescence is just swallowed up all at once. And the air, it was sweet with this nectar and drifting spores. It turns this thin, sharp scent that is laced with dust. And the Vale Spire peaks rise ahead. Their towering forms were once crowned in lush greenery, but they're now stripped bare.
Oh.
What was once cascading terraces of vibrant moss and flowering vines, these shimmering waterfalls, it's now all withered away into skeletal remains of their former splendor.
Wow.
And even the rock that you remember having this warm, rich, earthen brown, it now lies barren and gray. It's cracked and almost lifeless at the very start of where these mountains begin, and wind howls all around you among the empty crags. There's this carrying with this, something long faded, this voices of the land that it seems to remember. And you all eventually reach where you know one of the entrances to Silkhaven to be, this Fort Shroud. And guys, you kind of wander into the precipice of this. Go ahead and make me a finesse check to try and do this kind of stealthily. And then you can go ahead and do an instinct as well to try and perceive what's around you.
Yeah. And I will use my shadow stepper to just sort of pop from shadow to shadow. And I'm also a scoundrel, so I have advantage when trying to find a safe place to hide. So I don't mind kind of just like scooting around trying to see what I see. So you said finesse first?
Yeah, finesse and then instinct.
Okay. That is... Oh, dang. I thought it was a crit, but it's a 6 and a 9. It is with hope. So that's a 15 plus 2, so 17 with hope.
Okay.
For the finesse, and then instinct, you say?
Yep.
Can I spend my hope and use my experience? I'm just trying to warn you.
Ooh.
Because I'm trying to warn what may be coming for my friends.
Absolutely.
Great. Oh, man, I didn't even need that. That's great. Again with hope. And it is a...
Y'all are a very hopeful bunch.
23. Yo.
23. All right.
Damn.
So kind of sneaking closer to this space. You all know that Fort Shroud is one of the entry points to Silkhaven. It's kind of the main door. And just like the rest of the Veilspire Peaks, it used to be beautiful and elegant, and now it is dark and stormy. And Guy, you kind of come through this and see Fort Shroud looming against this barren face of the mountains, this relic of stone and shadow, and these towering pillars that were hewn from the same gray rock dominate the desolate range and rise like ancient sentinels. But in the past, where they felt protective, now they look down at you as if they're dark and ominous. You don't see anyone around. The place feels empty. In the past, there's always at least been soldiers or guards, those to kind of protect this space and protect the entrance, but now it is completely barren. And you know, and you kind of maneuver through, keeping to the shadows, keeping to the edges, ensuring that even if there is something hidden, you're not seen. Getting to that large central spire. The heart of this fort is the Veiled Gate, an immense doorway of this dark stone that is inlaid with veins of silver that pulse faintly like the heartbeat. And this final threshold, this descent into Silkhaven, the hidden sanctuary of the Fae, though the fort itself seems to stand abandoned, this doesn't seem to have faded in its purpose, and it rests closed. It is not open to visitors. It is a solid stone barrier to anyone wanting to try to get inside. Or as you kind of look around, perhaps wanting to keep things from getting out.
Okay, scurry back to the group. Sorry, I mean, I don't even know. I don't know what to say. It's, I know earlier I put up a big thing about, my parents being lame and all that, and but now I'm genuinely worried about them. I'm worried about your families. It's empty, and it feels foreign and barren. And
did you see anyone? Guards?
I saw no one.
No one's manning the fort at all?
And in fact, it seems like the inner walls have been barricaded, maybe to keep people in, something in, maybe these monsters. But
What?
it leads me to wonder, where is everybody?
The Veiled Gate is closed.
Yeah.
There is no... There are no vehicles entering with goods and merchants and...
Let me put it to you this way. When you step in there, it feels as if everybody left and 100 years has passed. It's
What?
barren. It is quiet. The gates are closed.
Okay.
It doesn't feel welcoming, and it doesn't feel like home.
I have to find my mom.
Yeah.
We have to find anybody that might be in there.
And you all start to kind of discuss among yourselves, kind of slowly creeping forward, all of you wanting to get a look. This place, it does feel foreign and strange to each of you as you're all kind of peeking over the stones, kind of risking a step closer. But it's quiet. There doesn't seem to be any danger. And in fact, the curiosity starts to peak up in your minds more and more. And you step closer and closer and closer. The fort is empty. There's no protection. All of the places that soldiers would guard are vacant. It's strange. It's weird. This feels like a whole different place. But you come closer to that veiled gate, this massive spire with a beautiful stone archway. Inside there is this large, expansive chamber. And you see these two massive stone beetles on either side, kind of wrapped in golden bands that seem to almost tether them where they are. And in the middle is that central large stone door. You can see an inscription across the top of it, kind of put there whenever this place was first built. And it just all seems weird.
Is there any evidence of a battle or a struggle, skirmish?
Yeah, go ahead and give me. We'll do another instinct check here as well, I think.
Yeah, I use my experience called The Truth Is Out There.
Ooh.
So if we want to do this, let's go ahead and do a combo check here. And
Okay, yeah.
If you want to go ahead and add your experience to it, and then if you're providing advantage, you can also, Evan, if you want to add a d6 for Marrow's roll as well.
Okay.
Just make sure to mark that hope on your sheet, Matt.
Yes, thank you.
Ooh, nice. So that is 13 on the duality dice with fear and plus 6, so 19 total.
You look around this space and it's very clear very quickly that there was no great battle. The guards didn't die. They're just gone. And you remember that song, that lullaby that brought you here. Maybe it brought everyone inside too. Maybe this isn't as dark and dreary as it is. Maybe this is just what it looks like whenever it hasn't been maintained. Maybe there's something more that waits, that provides answers inside. And then there starts to be this just gentle rumbling. The stones start to move and jitter. There's this sinking of your stomach. And one of these large statues begins to animate. I think right there is a good place for us to close. So we will pick things up next time at the literal doorway of Silkhaven and see what happened to everybody here.
The Veiled Gate.
Everybody got raptured. They all went into the light.
They all went
Go
into
to the light, Carol Ann.
No, Mama, no.
I'm so excited and can't wait to see where this goes next.
Us too.
Austin, you are a delight.
Yes, sir.